Greetings all. I still have lots and lots of vegetable plants. I don't know. I assume either everybody got the vegetable garden planted, or they figure the stores are going to open back up or whatever. I'm loaded with them. And so I have been aggressively attempting to get vegetables into the field. I had planted extra this year in hopes that people might want some garden vegetables to grow, but it looks like I'm going to get stuck with most of them. So majority of it's going out here. Let me show you what's going on. So right over here you'll see the first batch of sweet corn I stuck in this year, and right out here in the foreground with those green poles sticking up, those are all Poamoho runner beans. I just put them in yesterday, so that's brand new. The corn, it's been in for a few weeks, coming along pretty nice. I got another batch of corn there that I planted after this one. See it right over there. That's in between some pepper plants from last year. A lot of stuff around here, you know, will hang in there from year to year. So like pigeon peas, sweet potatoes, peppers, kale, most of the taro, most of that stuff from one year to the next is going to hang through in the garden. And so it creates weed problems because the weeds get in underneath them. And I don't really want to kill the peppers, you know, so like right over there, you can see I got myself one big heap of weeds piled up right there. And there's a lot of sweet potatoes under there too. They got going under the peppers. Right there's the peppers. Right down here this morning, I planted another crop of sweet corn. So we have it going in stages here. That's the best way to have it. I'm not planning to be selling sweet corn this year. It's just for me and one of the neighbors that helped me plant this year, so I'm not in commercial production level. I'm only interested in having enough corn to keep us all happy here. And you know how much I love corn. Yeah! Over here, the broccoli and the cabbage is doing well. I'm also doing really well with my sweet onions, but sadly, I had a crop ahead of this that became a crop failure due to illness and weeds and whatnot. And so I ran out of onions, and I had to go to town to buy some. And holy smoke, guess what? They ran out of onions in town too. Great time for me to be out of onions. And I have green onions, so yeah, we live. I get scallions around here that are perennial. We get to pick them every day of the year. But I was hoping for some nice, sweet, bulbing onions like these, and we got to be at least a month before those are going to be ready to pick. The tomatoes under the papayas here are doing fairly well. A little bit of disease. That basically just has to be tolerated around here. It's almost impossible to grow a tomato in Hawaii without some kind of disease. As long as the plants aren't terminated by the diseases and we get tomatoes, I'd say most of us are happy. Yeah, here we have some edamame next to cabbage, and then over there I got some more pole beans. Now what I got to figure out, my next plan is, where is the broccoli and the cabbage going? That's an issue. I got to come up with a clean space around here because got over 200 cabbage plants over there in the nursery, and I don't know, at least 40 or 50 broccolis left. They got to go somewhere. This one cattleya here, Ellen's, boy, oh boy, is that thing exploding with flowers. I believe we still have a cluster of about 6 buds in the back on this one that haven't even opened yet. Pretty amazing. What a beautiful cattleya, huh? Well, aloha everybody. Stay safe. Follow the rules and let's get through this whole thing.